Welcome back to Glow Up or Get Out. I'm half of the podcast, Mel.
And I'm the other half, Sam.
Hey guys, how's everyone doing?
We're recovering.
Recovering still. It's Wednesday at this point. Yeah, this weekend if you listened to last episode, we went to Vegas for Sam's birthday.
Whoop whoop.
And we decided this is going to be the whole episode.
We're going to recap it because interesting things happened.
Yeah. Let's just leave it at that.
Before we get into that, though.
Yeah. Let's do our what are you grateful for? Maybe we should call it something, but I don't know what yet. If anybody has any ideas.
Gratitude, schmatitude. That's the name. Yeah. Give us ideas because we got none. What am I grateful for? Grateful for my body. For being alive.
Yes.
For carrying me through this weekend. And even though we slightly neglected her, she stuck through. I'm really grateful for that, for health and wellness.
Yeah, honestly, quite the miracle that none of us got sick.
Literally.
Like, I feel like I already assumed that I was going to maybe get a cold from, like, the amount of drinking we did, and, like...
It's just too hot in Vegas.
It's too hot.
There's just no chance to catch a cold.
I'm grateful for my home.
And once again.
I feel like I said that last week, but for real, like, it feels nice to be home. I had a really good time, and we'll get into that, but... I'm tired. Mm-hmm. I feel like I've slept at like 11 every night and woken up at 7 and I'm exhausted still. Like, I think I need to get like a good 10 hours of sleep or some shit.
Get a good routine back going.
Yeah, I have not worked out in the last 3 days, or I guess 5 days because we were gone. But so yeah, like haven't really been in my routine yet, but I'm glad to at least have my personal bed.
A home base.
Yeah. See my dog.
Very
and
nice.
Shit, so.
Love it. Love it.
So just fucking get into it.
Yes, let's do it. So I guess
should we just take them through like
the timeline, like our itinerary?
Timeline? Yeah.
Not like, literally. It's 7 a.m. Basically, we left really early on Friday morning because we were trying to maximize the time we had there, number one, and two. So, checked in, went to the pool. We were staying at the Link, and it's like a 21 and over pool, so it was very happening. It was very happening. And Mel got hit in the head with a volleyball at that pool. That was super great.
You know what? Every time people play like catch and shit, I always think, it's going to hit me in the head.
And it hasn't yet until...
And every time.
Oh, it does hit you every time.
Every time. Maybe I manifest it for myself.
You're just thinking too much about it.
Or I'm just like visioning the future. You know what I mean? I don't know. But it just happens.
It's a terrible future to envision.
I just felt it in my gut that I was going to get hit by a ball.
I just don't understand why at a 21 and over pool we're playing catch with a volleyball. Like, who in their right mind wants to be doing... Like, the point of 21 and over is like we're all drinking, having a good time. We're not worried about kids splashing us. We're not worried... But we are. Literally, we got splashed because some motherfucker was trying to be a mermaid. Some drunk man was trying to be a mermaid.
Yeah, for real.
And he kicked above the water. I said, oh my God.
Also, like, why are you under the water? It's so fucking gross, sir.
Facts.
Like, you're swimming through piss.
There was some men drunk enough, and I'm saying men purposefully, because I didn't see that many, like, fucked up women that were, like, doing the most, at least. They were just dancing, having a good time. But anyways, there was men in the water, like, literally saliva coming out of their mouths, just floating, like little otters, drunk otters. Nasty. Anyways, we got out of the pool eventually. We were at the pool for a short amount of time. And then we had to get ready for like the super late evening we had planned. Which was drinks and appetizers at Tao. So then we had drinks and apps, and then we had to go back because Mel and Logan's feet hurt because we literally ran to get there.
Busting it to fucking get to drinks and appetizers because we thought we would not be let in anymore at like a certain point.
2 minutes late. We were like,
so fucking wrong. Yeah. And I was booking it. I literally was running.
She truly was. And we wonder why our feet were hurting. Makes complete sense. But then after that, went back to the room, then came back out and went back to Tao, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then we saw Brody Jenner. Which amazingly, he had great music. Good for him.
Wasn't it also DJ Fisher?
Yeah.
I think.
Is his name DJ Brody Jenner? Like, what's his name? Is it just Brody Jenner?
I don't know what his name is.
It's probably just Brody Jenner.
But it was his birthday weekend, too.
Oh, you're right.
Which, that's why I think he was DJing. I'm not sure if he just has, like, a...
Oh, if he actually is a DJ.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Something to maybe look up, because I don't know.
Yeah. Yes, there was an actual other DJ as well. So maybe it was mostly him. Giving him too much credit. Sorry, Brody. Yeah, pretty much went home after that. After staying out late, after our feet were killing us, and I was refusing to go home because I really wanted to stay out and dance.
She was in so much pain, but yet literally we keep like asking like, Sam, are you okay? And she'd be like, yeah, I'm fine. And then you turn around and tell one of us like, ow, my feet hurt. And we're like, okay, dude, let's go home. You're like, no.
No.
Like,
it was a joke.
And me and Logan could go on for days because we were just wearing cowboy boots. Yeah. And then Katie brought some sandals in her purse. So we were all chilling.
Katie, dude. She had the finesse with that.
For real.
Anyways, Saturday
we woke up kind of hungover, I would say, a little
bit. I couldn't go back to bed.
Yeah, we all like shot up at like 9 a.m. Maybe like 8:30. Mm-hmm. And we're pretty hungover. I fell back asleep, and then you guys went to go get coffee.
We brought coffee back for the group.
Yeah. And then we needed it. Because it was needed. And then we all decided to go to breakfast, which was like at this vegan place called Modern Vegan. It was pretty bomb. Really good.
Pretty bomb.
Your parents actually came through for a little bit.
My parents were on a big road trip with my niece and nephew, and they said, hey, we're going to be in Vegas in 20. And I was like,
pop through.
Come through. Say hi. And they did.
So we saw them for a little bit, and then we had a day party to go to.
Right. And our other friend was meeting up with us, Maria.
We were kind of like on a time crunch, but then also like we're like, fuck it, like whatever happens, you know?
It was so
then we like run back to the room after breakfast, get ready as quickly as possible. And then we end up at Tao Beach Club. That's what it's called?
Yeah. Day Beach Club
or some shit. Literally
disgusting.
So packed. I know everybody says, like, don't ever do the day clubs. Like, they're just, like, disgusting. And, like, I get it, but I just needed to see it for myself. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and we kind of, in the same breath, we had zero expectations.
Yeah.
Like, we're like, maybe it won't be that bad. Because at the pool, our hotel pool was great.
It was great, yeah. And then also we had, like, our original plan was to go to the Marquee, which I've heard that is, like, a lot more packed and a lot more gross.
Oh, really?
So then I was like... Logan said it's like people who are at our pool, but on 100, like for the Marquee, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I was like, okay, like that sounds kind of like gross, but okay. Tao was I think the same energy. I'm assuming.
Yeah.
I think Tao is good if like you have a cabana,
right?
And or like are under the misters.
It was literally just dripping in sweat.
It's just so hot. Like we literally all just kind of like dipped in and dipped out and. Yeah. That was it. It was just unbearable.
And then we went to Caesars. Which, like, I'm just saying, the Caesars pool is where it's at. Like, Link Pool was great. It was great. It was small. It was a moment. Caesars has, like, 3 pools. Mm-hmm. I'm like, oh, give me some more of this. Mm-hmm. Like, this is a vibe.
It's chill, too. There's, like, not a lot of people, obviously, because it's an expensive hotel.
And I'm cool with there not being loud-ass music.
Yeah. Like, we're just all just trying to relax.
It was a Saturday. There was children, but they didn't bug me. It was more the drunk men that were bugging me.
Absolutely, and we'll get into that one.
Yeah, we'll get into that in Glowing Hour. We're going to chat about what really is in the water. But anyways, so we went to Caesars. Highly recommend.
We may or may have not snuck in to Caesars Palace.
We may or may not have. Correct. Cool.
So...
but we bought drinks, so who's really mad? Who really got finessed?
Not anybody.
Not Caesars.
They were fucking so expensive.
It was like
also.
$39.
Dude, my bill, which I like recently saw it was like $69 or something because I tipped and
for
shit.
2 drinks.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
Well, one of them was like, it's actually really good. It was like a Dole Whip, like tequila drink. It was so good.
Yeah, worth it.
100%. I would buy that shit again. I mean, but they were worth it. And also, like, it was a $30 drink, but it was like a double.
I think it was a triple.
A triple.
It was a triple.
It was literally
That's so worth it.
The size of like a medium-sized McDonald's cup.
Not that. Probably a large.
No, medium. Large is too big. Large is like a big gulp. You know what I mean?
Okay, yeah.
It's like a medium.
Medium.
For size reference. Of like alcohol and just soda water, because I got tequila sodas.
Yes.
Most of us did.
Yes.
Except the vodka girls, but...
That is... Wow.
Anyway. So then after that, we decided to go back to our hotel room because we had a night planned to go to...
We got funnel cake in between.
Oh, right.
And Chippendales came across us.
Girl, they harassed Sam.
They harassed me.
And then they had the audacity to be like, go ahead and tip them if you had fun. I'm like...
I said, we literally
asked...
We literally asked, does this cost money? Because I don't want to do it. And they're like, it's totally free. It's so much fun. I'm like, you bet me over. This was not so much fun.
Basically groped me, the fuck.
And then, like, when they said sit on their laps, they said to each other, is she wet? I was like, I was in the pool. I did not piss my pants, okay? I was in the pool. They were like, oh, for sure. I was like, so maybe
you should have been like, yeah, I peed. Is that okay?
Isn't that
kind of sexy?
Like, aren't you into that? But that took us for a side trip for a second.
Yeah. And then we quickly got what are they called? Funnel cake bites.
Something from
Sam
Buddy
was
Velastro.
I really want one of those. I was like, bitch, just order them.
I had to have them.
Which
They're
then
so good.
to just like briefly, we saw the men who like were at the pool the previous day with his girl. And we're just
whoever
whoever the fuck she was. And it was just like interesting because he was sober at that point. But like when we met him, he was not.
He wanted us to say hi, so why? I don't know you. Bartholomew.
I don't fucking know you. Knowing his full name.
Bartholomew.
Anyways, then we go back up to the room, get ready again. Because, you know, a girl gets ready in 2 hours.
We ate.
Oh, we did eat.
We got some quick food.
We got some In-N-Out, which is...
Hit. Helped, for sure.
As you know, I'm plant-based, but I had a grilled cheese.
Was it worth it? We never discussed.
This time it was, and I think it's because I was drunk.
Okay, then. There you go.
I think drunk is a situation where I would have In-N-Out.
Yeah.
I don't have it often because just doesn't make me feel good, I will say. But,
fair enough.
Yeah, it was good. And then we, got ready for like 2 hours.
Yeah, we took a nap, actually. We did take a little baby nap.
We like all rotated the shower and napping situation.
Yeah,
it was good.
And then for some reason, this night we had a table. I don't know if it was just the place we picked, that it was easier to get a table or something. But we wanted to see Tyga at Jewel at the Aria. Because on my 21st birthday... I was supposed to see Tyga, and then we decided not to because we decided to do something else, which I don't even remember. But I was like, fuck it, let's run it back. Let's just do it. Like, why not? And for whatever reason, the promoter had us like meet at a bar right in front of the Aria first.
The Alibi or whatever.
Yeah. And little known to us, it was going to be a table with like rich old men.
Basically, we were like the eye candy for these rich old men.
Yes.
Which like...
We were uninformed.
I'm also like wondering, I'm wondering if the promoter, I don't know if we should get into this right now, but I'm wondering if the promoter had told us specifically to go in earlier because...
He wanted us at that table?
Yeah, because later people came to our table at the actual Tyga concert.
Right.
So, and those girls weren't at the Alibi.
Or they were just late.
But then that means we could have been late. You know what I mean?
Now I'm pissed.
Because I had
one drink and I had to fucking talk to these men.
I had to literally ask for him to... that was really nice. I wasn't even expecting to drink because there was no tequila on the table.
We just were like, all right, we'll wait for... Because the other promoter man was like, oh yeah, we're going to get tequila at the other table. I said, okay.
Period.
Anyways, we'll get into that. So yeah, and then we saw... Well, I didn't see Tyga.
I was like, girl, yet again, did you not see Tyga? So fucking bad.
Me and Tyga are not meant to meet.
Honestly, sorry, but
he was hella late.
Fucking rude. You were so late. It was 2:30 in the morning when he arrived.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
2:42.
Specifically 2:42. To be exact.
But obviously, I mean,
like we were ready. Like me, Maria, Katie, and Logan were all ready to go. We were literally exiting the fucking like venue when
you're putting me on blast.
He literally just walks like right past us, like through the exit, and I was like, "That's Tyga. That's fucking Tyga."
Is he
we gotta
little?
run back.
Is he short?
Yeah, he's pretty short. Aww. He's probably like 5'8" or 5'9".
So
we watched Tyga perform.
And
Sam's out there.
Not to put me on blast. So yeah. And then we end up in the lobby together, or like the casino, I guess. And this woman is just being mad weird to us, giving us bad energy. She at first was like, "Y'all are bad bitches. I'm gonna take a pic of you guys."
And we're like, "Oh my god, cool."
We
like,
said, "Fuck yeah, that's sick." And then she kept going, and it was like,
oh, and then like, because we're all fucking exhausted. Like we
were all like, just
we're all
staring
at a point
like,
that like Logan has a picture of me like falling asleep on one of the machines, and my hand's on the bet button, and I'm like,
no, were you guys actually betting?
I was. I don't know why my hand was on the bet button.
You said
maybe I was just pushing it for fun or something and fell asleep. But I was so tired, and so was Katie, and so was Maria. Logan was the only one who had like somewhat of an energy going on.
Out here gambling.
So then, like after she took the picture, like she continued the conversation for way too fucking long.
Like at least 10 minutes, and it's like, girl, it's 3:30 in the morning.
We all look like uninterested, kind of. Like Katie and Maria sit down, and this woman is literally just like. Just going in on them, saying that they're bad friends and shit. Because literally they
didn't want to listen to her.
So dumb.
Like, they're bad friends because they don't give a fuck about me.
Yeah. And she tried to pull some like fortune teller shit where she was like telling.
What was your fortune?
Mine was don't give them the babies. I don't have a man.
Wait, but why was mine?
What was yours? Like something about success?
Mine was I'm gonna go to exotic places.
Oh right, you're gonna go to exotic places.
I said, girl, you ain't got nothing better than that.
That's it. You said I know that.
I went period. Question mark.
She said she told me like don't give him the babies. Like you can't give him the babies. And like, I said, girl, what?
And then even after y'all saying we're together, she's like, right, but don't give him the baby. I'm like, are you listening?
And then she told Logan,
or are you just a homophobic person? Like, what's the difference?
And she told Logan that a man's coming for her in a year. Like, it sounded like she was going to get saved. You know what I mean? I said,
like, Jesus?
I said, Jesus is coming?
Jesus is coming for her in a year?
And then, like, she still didn't get it. And we're like, no, like, we're together. Like, this is my girlfriend. Blah, blah, blah. And she goes, well, you don't want to listen to me or something like that.
I don't even know what she said.
And then she just went on again. And I was like, I just literally walked away. I just couldn't have enough anymore. But that was interesting. Yeah. Ended the night on a kind of a bad note.
On a unfortunate note.
But then we all went back to the room.
We actually had a lot of energy. We started eating.
Yeah, I think it all just came back, you know?
Yeah.
I think the group, as it got like a little bit, a little too drunk, a little too...
We like tuned out.
Yeah, tuned out. Yeah, exactly. So we all just kind of came back together. We didn't go to sleep till like maybe 4 a.m, which is insane. And then we woke up at like 9.
Because we had...
maybe it was 10.
10. Because then we had... Well,
we
yeah, like 9.
Packed up pretty fast and shit.
Finish, yeah.
Thank God. Also, Katie like cleans like a maniac.
Katie cleans like a fucking maniac. She was over here... I was just going to leave a little bit of the trash.
I was going to leave almost all of the trash.
Right?
Like, yeah.
I was like,
I compile my trash, but yeah.
All right, Katie. She's out here.
She's nice for that.
But anywho...
So...
That was pretty much...
Oh, and then it took us 7 hours to get home. Let's talk about that.
Oh, right. Yeah. You know, if we had more energy on Sunday, we might have made it to like
another day party.
I don't know about a day party. Like maybe just Caesar's Pool.
Yeah.
And just like vibed and then left at like, I don't know, 7 p.m. and then got home at midnight.
Yeah.
Still late, but less sitting in traffic.
Yeah, dude, that was awful.
More chilling in a pool.
I almost feel like I would rather just come home on a Monday.
Like Monday morning.
Mm-hmm. Or like do a Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then leave Saturday night. Oh,
my mom said that they hit traffic too on Saturday.
Fuck.
It's just like never.
Don't come back on a Sunday or just fucking fly, honestly.
But the airport's shit too.
There's like no way to get out of Vegas. It's just in one piece, huh?
It's just fucked up. That's all it is.
Just know you're gonna have a ride back. Just make it a thing, you know?
Make it a moment.
Yeah. Anyway, that was pretty much it in terms of what happened.
What we did. Yeah.
I have the here on the notes. What would you change, if anything?
I just want more time, but I know I wouldn't have lived any longer if we had more time.
More time.
There's just never enough time in Vegas, but there is. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Like, way too much going on, way too much exhaustion at the end. And you're like, okay, but if I stayed another day, but like, you would have went just as hard, so you would have been just as tired.
Exactly.
So, I think 3 days is great.
No, 3 days is perfect. I just like... you know?
Yeah.
There's also just so much to do. I don't think I would change anything about the trip because, like, we learned a lot. We don't want to go to Tao ever again. Just kidding. Not Tao in general.
Tao Day Club.
Tao Day Club. At least near the end. Maybe if we'd got there earlier and got a table.
Yeah, if it was like 10 a.m. maybe. Maybe like gotten
gotten ready earlier. Maybe that's what I would have changed.
Yeah.
But then I'm like,
well, I like sleeping.
You know? I
like getting breakfast.
You know what I mean? So, yeah. But I think that what's nice about Vegas is it's just always going to be a new experience because there's so many hotels, there's so many clubs, so many restaurants, so many things to see. Like, we didn't do any of like shows or even restaurants, really. We didn't do anything because I was like, I don't really give a fuck. Like, we're here for the vibes. And we really needed that nap, so I'm glad we didn't do that because rushing to get ready just ain't it.
No.
So, yeah. I just think there's always so much to do, so it'll always be fun no matter what.
I think yes, we learned a lot, but I feel like we should have just been at
the Caesar's Pool. I know, dude.
It's just totally so nice.
Totally would. Now, if we say, unless it's like a DJ or someone we really like, you know what I mean? Because like the music, when we went, I was like,
yeah.
Like, cool, it's a vibe, but no.
Yeah, I know that like Katy Perry has her residency right now, right? I think so. That
Ooh,
would be fun.
We want to run into Silk Sonic.
Silk Sonic has like a little pop-in like concert that they do at this bar.
I think they just frequent it. Like after their shows,
okay.
They go
there.
Place. Yeah.
So at least that. If I couldn't find tickets for the show anyways, so at least going into
that little bar that they go to.
Besides seeing a show, I mean, I've never been to a strip club, so I really want to go to like Thunder Down Under. I'd love to go to a bachelor party in Vegas.
We could pretend. Easy. Let's fucking
It's like I would like to go to one, but I don't want it to be mine.
Okay, so Katie, you know what I mean? Katie would be really down. Oh, Katie would 1000% pretend to be a bride. Yes.
Oh, period.
She would 1000% be like, I'll be the bride. Amen. Next trip, Katie's the bride. We should do it. Anyways, I will say my opinion of Vegas has changed.
Me too. What is it with that? Is it just because we're older?
I don't know. Because I had only done Vegas once, and I only went out one night. So you know what I mean? It wasn't like the full weekend experience of doing Vegas. So I don't know.
I think
I was also like barely 21.
I mean, honestly, the last time I went, I had so much fun. But I think we were there for, like, we got there, next day partied, and then left. So I think it was a 2-day trip, basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, it was still lots of fun, but I feel like, we only went out once.
It's like you need the two to feel like a full, well-rounded trip. I agree.
Just playing it, like, smarter, I guess, the next time, you know?
We'll talk more about why our opinions have changed. I mean, for me, it's changed in a good way, but still in Glowing Hour, we're going to be talking about
there's like a lot of just dumb shit too, also.
Yes, what we've experienced and just like literally what the fuck is in the water in Vegas, because y'all be sipping it.
Y'all be drinking that Kool-Aid hard. All right, we'll see you in a bit.
Okay.
All right, welcome back to Glowing Hour. So yeah, what the fuck is in the water? Oh, first of all, drinks.
Yes.
We got a vegan white dragon.
Yes, ma'am.
We say vegan because it's not an egg white, but aquafaba.
Yes.
Just a tequila one, too. It's cute. It's kind of sweet, but like also not.
This is so interesting.
Give me chills.
I feel like this is something you'd order at a bar in Vegas. Not a bar, like Hell's Kitchen in Vegas, and you're just like, yeah, I want the white dragon. Like, you know what I mean? I don't know. It was really easy to make, though.
Very strong.
Very strong. Very strong. Makes sense.
All right, so
oh yeah, it's really strong.
Just to get into shit, yes. What the fuck is in the water?
If you guys don't know, I have trauma with Vegas. So
like if you've listened to any of the episodes,
any of the episodes about relationships, I bring it up for sure.
Hey, but good reason. For good reason.
Yeah, for very good reason. And now looking back, I said for good reason.
It's just like specifically men. I'll say specifically men because I don't know a lot of experience of women doing the most out there, but I'm sure it happens considering how many men do it.
There's gotta be some.
There's gotta be some.
Yeah.
But the amount of men we've encountered that just like are I guess, okay, men's entitlement is a whole other thing, but men are just like very okay to cheat in Vegas.
Right. So it's a little hurtful thinking back to old me, but being the, like, I guess for us, so specifically at one of the pools we were at, I'm like, the chances of one of their girlfriends or wives finding this is very unlikely, but we're at Caesar's pool and a bachelor party was there, and I don't know how many of them had girlfriends or wives or whatever, but one man in particular was pretty drunk and he kind of looked like Miles Teller.
Oh no, everyone, his friend group called him like the Walmart Miles Teller.
He loved it.
He loved this shit. He was so fucked up also.
So fucked up. So like at first he was talking to Katie just sitting at the lounge chairs.
Dude, do you feel like he got drunk like out of nowhere? Like
yes.
Blasted out of nowhere?
Yes.
How did that even happen?
I don't know.
I never saw him go and get another drink. Like I feel like he was holding the same one the whole time.
Well, to be fair, I think he was like laying on the lounge chairs when we got there, like very chill, so it was hard to tell that he was that drunk. Like there was nothing exciting him to like bring the drunk out again, you know what I'm trying to say? Like he was just like chilling.
Yeah, he was yeah.
So he's sitting there talking to Katie. I don't even know what. Oh, I think Katie said, "Oh, we're celebrating the birthday girl. Like that's the birthday girl." So I turned around and I was like, "Hey, like that's me." And he goes, "You're so cute." And then I looked down and I see a ring on his finger and I was like,
you didn't say anything then?
No,
right? Nothing.
I said nothing. I didn't address it.
Like he's married, and I was like,
maybe
okay.
Yeah. You said like you said, okay, what? Like what do you do? So
then we're just like hanging out. We're kind of like all just like getting to know them as like for who they are.
Yeah, just like
why
not for who they are.
Why are you here? What is your name? Like that kind of shit.
Where do you work? Yeah.
Which like one of the fucking groom was a police. He was a cop.
He was.
And like ex-army man.
Yes.
Anyway.
Yes, I remember this.
As if that was an interest for any of us. So that happened, and we were just like talking. We had all just also like bought in our drinks, so we were like, we're good. Kind of,
we're gonna get in the
water. So we're just all hanging out, and then they kind of just like continue to like have a conversation with us and follow us into the pool, like if it was an invitation. But
yeah, we were talking, and then I think I got on the daybed, and they said, "You got to pay for that." I said, "I don't know. Nobody's come up to me yet." And I was like, "I'm gonna wait till I get kicked off of it." And they were like, okay, because it was like probably 4:00 already. Like the pool probably closes at 6 or something. Yeah, you know. So I was like, whatever. It's empty. No, there's nobody here. It's not like they're fighting for these daybeds. And then I got off and got in the water, and these motherfuckers got on the daybed. I said, "Oh,
I thought you said
you had to pay for that."
So it's just dumb. So then we're in the water. Now all of the guys are kind of like surrounding us. There was one guy who was just sitting the whole time at the chair. Like one of the chairs.
There was a few nice guys. I will say. Half of the group was nice.
There was a guy who, I honestly at this point, we were talking about it yesterday. Luca? Me and Logan think that he was the most attractive man. The one that looked like Luca. Yeah, he just was a little bit bigger than Luca. Because Luca's like kind of really tiny.
Luca's from Love Island, UK.
Yeah.
If you guys know
sorry.
And he was hockey so in Canada.
Nice.
How fucking cute is that?
He was so nice and not sweet. Too drunk.
No.
And also not like trying to do the most. And he was funny.
And he was also like, have a great time tonight.
Yeah, he was so nice.
It's like, thank
and
you.
He kept saying sorry for his buddies, which we'll get to. But anyway, so then we're just all like sitting in the pool, and they're all kind of like getting like a little too flirty and like having conversations about very
interesting topics,
detailed and weird things that are said to us. Like I remember at one point I was like getting my phone or something, and the groom himself was like, "Oh, do you speak Spanish?" And I was like, "Yeah, why?" And he goes, "Oh no, you can't. And I was like, "I'm Mexican." Like,
you should have said some fuck shit to him in Spanish.
No, dude, that would have made him get off.
I know, but you should have been like, "You're the ugliest piece of shit I've ever met in my life." In Spanish. And he'll just be like, oh yes. And you're like,
well, I mean, maybe he seems like the type to like get like degraded, but that's another one.
That's facts.
So I was just like, yeah, I'm Mexican. He goes, "Oh, you can't tell me that. You can't." I'm like, bro, relax. Like, it's not
breathe
breathe for a second. I think he said something, and then I walked away, but he said something like, "You're so hot" or something. I'm like, bro, like, you need to not keep it in your pants.
Keep
like,
it in your mouth.
Just shut the fuck up. Eat it up. And then, yeah, I went in the water, and then I'm trying to fucking just have a good time. And then I just turn around, and Katie goes, "What is that?" And she's pointing at Miles Teller's finger.
Oh, his ring. I said, Katie, Katie needs to be on it, because I saw that shit from across the way.
Yep. Girl, Katie, come on, get on top of that. But that shit was thick, too.
Yeah, a big ring on.
Big ass band. Anyway. And then he
said, "I'm not hiding it."
Like a liar. As you're fucking flirting with everybody.
Touching them.
Oh, and then he just created a game out of... I mean, maybe I technically created the game.
You did?
Because I was like... Because he kept trying to fucking touch me, and then touch Logan, touch Maria.
Touch all of us, dude.
Yeah, all of us. And he grabbed your legs and shit. And I was like, you need to... Every time you touch somebody, you owe the birthday girl a drink. So, like, you better fucking stop or you're gonna go broke.
If he was sober enough to walk to the bar, that would have been genius.
I know he was. But the thing is, I didn't realize how drunk he was until he started to do circles around the pool. So like, whatever. And then he turned it into a game, and he started touching people, and he thought he was funny, like a little fucking boy. And I literally looked at him, and I was like, no. Like if he was like getting in trouble, like if he was a dog, literally acting like a dog.
And then I don't know who told us about his situation, but he has a wife and 2 kids.
I think it was the groom.
He said, "Oh yeah, he's got 2 kids too."
Yeah.
So, he said, "What's your wife's name?" He says her name, and we're like, "Aw."
What was her name? I can't remember.
Allison?
No, Ashley? No.
It was the I think the bride was Ashley, and then his was
Allison was the bride.
Okay, so then I think Ashley.
Ashley.
Because I was like, "What's all these
A's?" I know, right? Anyways. So then, yeah. Anyway, and that happened.
Yeah, and then they picked him up out of the pool.
And then he like literally was falling asleep.
Right.
I think that there's just like a respectful way to like be casually flirty conversation. Right. Like,
there's a line you should not cross, and that's definitely not saying you have the body of a porn star or
I want to fuck you kind of vibe, you know?
Why are you...
The one that I think was respectful and doing it correctly was the dentist.
Oh, the dentist. He was, but then I will say I still give him the benefit of the doubt, but when I asked, "Wait, do you have a girlfriend?" He goes, "Why?" Yeah. I said, there's no reason to put a Y in between that. But Logan made a good point that maybe he was just scared we were going to be like, "Oh, like, fuck this too." Like, yeah. You know?
Well, it came out that he had kids, and he was like, "Yeah, I have kids." Like, of course.
He's like, "I'll show you a picture, but my phone's out."
Yeah, obviously. Like, he was very just, like, open about telling.
But was it only because we asked if he had a girlfriend? We don't know. Well, we'll never know.
Yes, but why would anyone just come out and be like, "I have a wife and 2 kids"?
Well, there's a way to bring it into conversation, casually. Unless you are trying to be like, pretend to be flirty but never cross the line. You know what I mean?
Well, I think that's what I'm saying.
Okay, so
that's like, I think that's respectful. A respectful way to like
pretending to be single but knowing like, you won't do anything. I get you.
Not even pretending to be single, just like...
omitting it?
Like, if it comes up, it comes up, but like... I think, like, what I'm saying is he did it respectfully as a man.
He did.
He literally set the minimum of what think
he
should have done as a man.
He didn't touch anyone.
He didn't touch anybody. He just had conversation.
Why is that the minimum? Ugh. He didn't touch anyone. But all the other guys that stayed out of the pool were also very nice. I don't know if any of them had girlfriends, though.
I don't know.
They could have been either way.
Yeah.
Respectful.
That
was one occasion of just like absolute nonsense. And then at another club, a man literally said, "Oh my god, my buddies have girlfriends, but like, what happens in Vegas?" And I said, "Oh,
so go ahead and do whatever you want. Like, I can hook you up with one of them." And we were like, me and Logan were like, "We're good, dude. Like, no, it's all good."
I said, "I'm the wrong one to be saying that too."
You said, "Are you talking to me?"
I said.
You said, "I know you haven't listened to my podcast, but
you should take a listen to episode." Literally though, but it's just something is in the water. Like, y'all are just down to cheat because of the fucking phrase, "What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas," but it's literally not true.
You're taking that shit home.
I took all of my memories home, okay? That's all I'm trying to say.
Maybe Miles Teller did not, though. I will say that.
Well, he didn't remember them in general because he was too drunk.
They stayed in Vegas for that. You know what I mean?
Is that what the saying is?
Maybe you just like get really fucked up till you don't remember.
That is terrible advice.
I'm joking.
Don't you dare tell my next boyfriend that.
You don't have to admit to anything if you're...
Just get really fucked up and don't remember it. And then it won't matter. But then what's the point of doing it, Like, what satisfaction do you get out of that? Fucking someone if, like, You're not even gonna remember it.
Facts. All right.
So anyways,
that's like more of like the cheating aspect.
Yeah.
And then now we're gonna just get into like promoter culture, which like brings, I said that weird, promoter culture, which brings out like other things that like is like men entitlement, and then also just like talking about having like pretty privilege and or having money. So
could be both. Yeah.
So I think although it was some of the like not so good parts of like doing Vegas, I think it's also very fun to do Vegas with a promoter.
Yeah.
Especially if you're just a normie like one of us.
Yeah. It's like I at Tao, specifically the day club, so great. Would have been so great to have a table. And he said we would have had we gotten there early. So like that would have been great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think it's a fun way to do Vegas because you get into like the nice places and literally don't pay for alcohol, and sometimes they feed you. So like for example, when we had appetizers and drinks, like
that was speaking to only women, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
you could get like a one man in if there was like 4 girls. You know what I mean?
Yeah, probably
maybe
not. But
sorry to my future boyfriend. Vegas is for the girls only.
And let's like talk on like being for the girls only. It's only also if you're fucking pretty. That's
Correct.
Also so fucked up.
It's literally like, wow, what a shot to self-esteem if they were to all of a sudden be like, never mind.
Like our promoter like had asked us for pictures
so that they could find us. Yeah. Quote unquote.
But it's so that they can check if we're pretty enough to like be
on a table at a table
basically. And I wonder if like, I mean, I don't think they're smart enough, not smart enough, like if they're organized enough to be like, okay, I'm gonna put them at this table because they're prettier or whatever, you know what I mean? But it's just interesting because if you also, it's like what you're wearing. If you're not wearing something like cute, I'm assuming that you're not gonna get in, you know?
Yeah, it's very interesting.
So
it's very interesting.
Where we saw men's entitlement though, literally everywhere. First of all,
you said where didn't we?
when didn't we? But like already like talking about the stories of like the cheating men. Like, that's already enough of entitlement. But
right, why did they feel the need and like the not ownership, but like the confidence? Yeah, like the confidence to be saying things like, "You're so hot, I want to fuck you," even though this is you're getting married in like a month or whatever. Like what? And then just like touching, like, okay, to be fair, I will say like for us specifically, when we're drunk, we're obviously not gonna like make a scene out of anything. It's not worth it either.
Yeah.
To be like, fuck you, get off of me, stop touching me, and walk away. Even though like genuinely you wish they just would be respectful and not touch you, but it's not worth like creating a stir. You know what I mean? Which is like unfortunate, but like also fortunate to like just like keep your own boundaries, I guess. And then when they cross a boundary, so
like just de-escalate
so hard for you, you just walk away and decide to leave or whatever the case. So it is hard because it's like there are probably some women who either can't set the boundary or men just take it as them thinking it's funny because they're laughing, which like we were laughing because
it's uncomfortable.
But it's uncomfortable.
I feel like it literally started the minute we walked out of our hotel room, like in terms of like going to the pool at our hotel. Men did this weird thing, this new phenomenon, where they would literally just float around you and just hope
you'd be like, hey.
Yeah. And or like this other man just kept commenting on Katie's body. And it was just like awkward. Like, why are you doing that? Why do you think you can talk to me and say...
Don't even say this.
I'm not even going to say it. But he was just talking about some shit. And it's just like, why do you have... Like, again, why do you think you can just look at me in my eyes and tell me and objectify me? You know what I mean?
When have women gone up to a man and just said, like, your ass is so fat? Like...
We should have told him, like, damn, those titties are big. Because he was carrying some. You know what I mean?
So what are you, like a D cup?
Hey! That would have been so funny.
Say, give me some of that. I need some of that. No, but seriously. I mean, I'm sure there are women who will say out-of-pocket things. Of course. It's a human thing to just be fucked up sometimes. But, like, in general, men are significantly they're saying more fucked up things significantly. That's all I'm trying to say. So,
but I also, like, I don't understand, like, do people not know how to, like, read body language? Like, I think a lot of the time we were, like, just trying to have a good time by ourselves, and anytime a man would come up, we'd be like, silence, just silence, and looking at each other like, what the fuck are they doing?
Oh my god, I forgot about that man who said, "Can I touch you?"
Oh my god,
we were having just a regular conversation, like a distance away. I really did not care to get to know him because I was like kind of sitting, or like, you know how you like slouch in the pool, like you'll be low, and I'm like, I already know the second I stand up, this man is gonna be like 4 inches shorter than me, so like I literally do not want to entertain, like I don't care about you. And he literally came up and like touched me, and my body language clearly went like this, like, and yet he still went, "Can I touch you?" And I'm like, why are you asking if my body language clearly said no? And I said, no, I'm good with how we are, not touching.
Yeah, don't touch me.
It's just like,
it's so just weird, dude. So weird. So yeah, that's just like a gist of that. But I feel like with promoter culture, they sometimes like put you in tables with other men. The men with the money. Yeah, at the second night, when we were told to go to like pregame, basically. The fuck.
Pregame at a very nice bar.
We got to this nice bar, and the promoter table had three very much older men who were drunk. One of them was dying, so
he admitted he had 4 months to live.
Yeah. Which I'm like, is that naive? No, I think he actually was like dying.
I think he was. He definitely had like glaucoma in his eyes or something.
Yeah, he got like also like issues with like just trying to like live, like, and had a little bit of rage.
Clearly a little.
Yeah. Right. But like one of the men. Okay, a lot of them, they were just all fucking all bad.
The men.
The one that was like dying though, he was I think the most respectful.
I hate that.
But still, like, made me uncomfortable, you know what I mean? But, like, he ordered us a bottle of tequila.
He sure did. He sure did go out of his way for that.
I think his vibe, though, was just, like, I want to have a really good time, and I want everybody around me to just feel like they're having a good time, at least, you know? He did say that. He said, I want to leave people better than they came, or something. And I was like,
I'm getting the chills. Like, that was, like, a beautiful, like, dying
like,
sentiment.
Why are you getting so deep right now, dude? We're at a nightclub.
I said, Scott touched my life. Scott touched my soul.
He touched my soul. But one of the other guys. Scott.
I hope you have longer than 4 months. Honest to God.
For real.
You were so sweet. Anyways.
You were very nice. One of his friends though was such an asshole. He
Red Stripes.
Yeah, Red Stripes man. He fucking came around and, like, grabbed my
waist
or something, and I was like, no. I just kind of like, no, I don't. I'm good. And then he was just like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that bothered you. And I was like,
well, now you do. Okay,
thanks.
Speaking on that, he came up to me after that and said that to me, like that you had done it. I don't know if you'd done it like way earlier in the night or when it had happened, but he goes, you're really fun. And I don't know why, because I wasn't like letting him touch me. No. Like he would just like very like softly like around my back, like, which I'm like, okay, whatever. Like we're having a conversation. I'm not going to press this. And, every time he'd look at me, I would just be like, hey, like, it's a good time. Like, fuck it, whatever, bro. You're paying for this table. And he came up to me. He's like, you're, like, so fun. Like, you're blah, 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 this and this and that. And he's talking about his children, whose children were 13 and 2, and he was at least 60. So that was interesting. But whatever. He was like, your friend over here, she's so, like, doesn't want to be touched. And I was like, right.
Yes.
I said, right.
Like, nobody wants to be touched here.
I was like, I don't know what you want me to say in return for that. I was like, I don't think you understand that you telling me you're so much fun and your friend sucks because she doesn't want to be touched is making me be like, yeah, I'm so much cooler. Like, I literally was like,
touch me.
Yeah.
Like, no.
I was like, mm-hmm.
But he, like, literally would not shut the fuck up about it, which is, like, another thing. Like, just take your L and move on, dude.
There was plenty. I mean? Apparently, he had his Miss Girl over here he had to pay attention to. Go pay attention to her.
I was like, go pay attention to her then. So annoying. Also, those girls were also uncomfortable by him, but...
Yeah, he made it sound like they were going to smash. I mean... No. It sounded also like he had a wife. Like this. No.
So, yeah. That man was weird. And then there was another man on the couch who I think literally could not get up. I think
he got up a couple times.
I think he's like too old though. Like he was getting way too tired, way too fast. You know what I mean?
I don't remember that guy's name.
But he just was chatting it up.
He did love talk. He was taking a lot of videos. You remember that shit?
Oh,
the videos had me going. He was just.
He wanted to remember that for later.
I said,
you know what I mean? I was like, boy,
me in the video.
Yeah. When he pulled that camera, I think we all just went.
Literally, it was like
I'm no longer having a good time. No, yeah, but
it was very interesting.
He was interesting as well, and I think again, like the entitlement of thinking
you can just record us like we're wild fucking animals or something.
Oh my god!
On the strip?
Also, on the strip, the night that we all got tired, or our shoes got like me and Logan got tired,
and we had to go back.
Booking it.
We're looking for the Uber area.
I will say we looked a little slutty. It's okay.
Yeah, but so does every girl in Vegas. I mean, to be fair, there's definitely a lot of crowds in Vegas. Like, there's the family, there's the slutty, there's the like really trashed vibe, and then there's just like, I'm just here to have dinner.
Right.
Or gamble.
So we're walking down the strip, and this group of like, I don't know, like Italian French
tour group or something.
Yeah, it was like a tour group from another country. Yeah. It was like mostly men. There were some women, but mostly men. These guys just like, there's like a sign in front of us that says like Vegas Strip, and then it has like other shit on it. I think it just said like Las Vegas Boulevard or something else. And they're going picture, and we're just standing there because we're like waiting for the light to turn. And I'm thinking, oh, they're gonna take a picture with the fucking sign. All of a sudden, they like come around and they're like selfieing it to us, and we're like, no, we're not gonna do that. Like, I'm not here to take. It was just like weird.
Yeah, I don't know if it was
feel like we looked like.
Yeah, it did. Which like, if we had been in like the costumes where it's obvious like you pay us to take pics, was it only disrespectful because we didn't speak like the same language, so that it was hard for them to be like, hey, it'd be really cool if we took a picture together? Like, would we have been less offended if they had literally said, hey, do you mind taking a pic with us?
I still think it's weird though.
It is weird. I still think it's weird, but would we have been as like, what the fuck?
I mean, think about it. If you heard it in English and they were like, hey, let's take a picture.
Right, yeah, no.
You know what I mean?
I'd be like, who are you?
I don't want to take a picture with you.
Literally barely took pictures with creeps at the pool. No, I didn't take pictures with creeps at the pool. I'm sorry.
It's just interesting that, like, we were so objectified every single fucking time. You know what I mean?
It's like, aside from all that, I'm going back to Vegas. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
See, like, it's still worth it. Like, fuck that shit. Fuck that noise. But it was so
You just need to have, like, a little bit of a strong head on your shoulders to... A little bit of thick skin, you know what I mean?
To either, unfortunately, like, put up with it and set a boundary that you're comfortable with that doesn't... I'm like, that doesn't cause issues, but like, fuck that. I mean, if you want to cause an issue because they do something, if they do something really out of pocket, then of course, like, you should say some shit or leave. But like, for the most part, it's just drunk men getting a little too frisky. Something. Yeah, like a little too something, and you just have to be like, okay, and like having a good group of people around you that can be like, hey, come talk to me, or hey, let's go to the bathroom. You know what I mean? Like, to de-escalate and like prevent anything serious happening.
You know what I think about is like, if Mr. Red Stripes was the one paying, would he have like kicked me out?
You don't think he was paying?
No, I think Scott was paying.
Oh. Nah. I think he liked the challenge, low-key. I'm serious. I think he liked the challenge of you being a hot girl that was like
nasty also.
Not into him, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So no, I don't think he would have. I think he would have if you had been like, fuck you.
Well, I thought that he might have because of like how he was talking shit about me in front of my face. And then secondly, like, but couldn't because Scott liked me because he kept saying like, oh no, she's really fun, she's cool,
which are like, shut up.
So I'm like,
red
okay.
Shirt guy. Yeah, red shirt guy has no stake in the game.
Yeah, anyway,
well, whatever, if we got kicked out, we got kicked out.
Anyway, the man of the house was Scott, so
the man of the house was Scott. He hit me with a fucking ice shovel.
Oh yeah, that entitlement. The fact that he threw an ice shovel at you. Okay, it's not like a metal one. It was like a
It was a metal one. Okay, it's like the little ice shovel that goes in a bucket, right?
I thought it was plastic.
So the first time he picks it up and he throws ice at the girls at the table next to us, and I was like,
why?
I looked at them and I went,
why?
I said, he's dying. It's okay. I said, ladies, it's okay. I know
he's gonna be gone.
I said, I know that was weird. That was weird, but just don't say anything.
Damn.
And then
were they pissed?
They were just confused. They were like, the fuck, where did ice come from? And then he throws it thinking it's gonna go back in the bucket, and I'm sitting directly in front of the bucket. just like,
ricochets and hits you a little bit.
Hits me in the arm, and I was like, and I'm gonna hide it. So then I hit it.
Yeah, dude, his entitlement was on one though. Like, I kind of get it, but also I think it's just because you're rich.
It's just Vegas has that energy, and then like
he just started throwing bottles too, though, not at people.
The beers just up in the air,
like up in the air or like at windows, like in the.
He totally could have hit somebody.
Oh, absolutely.
Easily,
I was kind of scared.
I was a little scared he's gonna throw one at me after getting hit once. I was like, what time are we going to the club?
Yeah. So there's that.
Yeah, that entitlement, and just like, so back to pretty privilege or having money, like either one of those. It's interesting too because like, so Logan has a friend who like he gambles so much that he has the penthouse at Caesars. We met people like that who like their aunt gambles so much that they have a suite at so then they probably got tables easier. Their aunt was probably paying for all of the shit that they were getting. It's just like so interesting to see like Vegas really is one of those places where it's like it pays to have money.
You play to pay.
Yeah.
Or you play to pay.
Well,
I was gonna say you play to pay, but it's actually it's both.
Yeah.
You play to pay and you pay to play.
Yeah. Yeah. No, you're right.
Did I say that right?
Yeah, you did. It was both. Play to pay to play.
No, I just said the same thing. See, like, so you play to pay and you pay to play.
Yeah. No, I think you said it.
Okay. If I said that, I probably just said it the same way.
But yeah, it's just so interesting that Vegas is one of those places where...
Vegas is so interesting.
I mean, everywhere, obviously, if you're pretty or have money, it's gonna benefit you. But, like, it's just so blatantly obvious and in your fucking face. And that if you meet the wrong people, it becomes very opportunistic. Like, for people to be like, let me come to your table. Or, like, let me go to your room.
Yeah, everyone's, like, ready to do something.
Yeah.
And take advantage. It's just interesting, for real.
Will I be going back? Yes.
Yes. To put it short, yes.
But, like, that's the thing, though. Like, my opinion has changed as in, like, I personally would go to Vegas now. Like, I used to think, like, is it really that fun? Like, I don't know. Like, I wouldn't really know. So I personally think, yes, I get it. It's fun. It's a good place to go. So I can understand better now, like, why people are like, Vegas. Because before I was like, ew. Trash, disgusting, no.
I mean, that's like with most things that I think you thought were like bad.
And all of the things I thought that was bad that was happening were happening.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like it just
I think it's kind of though like a little bit, I would say, like healing for you to like see the things happening, but also like know that people like your friends and you like don't have to go through with it. Yeah. You know what I mean?
And there was good men there.
Yeah, within
some groups. Yes, there was good guys.
Really cheering on for Scott. He didn't touch nobody.
Scott did not. Yeah,
he just wanted everybody to have a good time.
It's gonna be interesting, the next partner I have and how much I trust them and if they want to go to Vegas. That's all I'm gonna say. I hope I get there, but
maybe you can like go with them first,
like the first time around. See, but then that's what happened with the last person. It was a bachelor trip. Like the first opportunity they got to go to Vegas was a bachelor. I can't go. I'm like, the first week we're together, let's go to Vegas. I'm like, let's go to Vegas. I need to see how you are in Vegas. But they won't even act like how they would if I was there. So
that's true.
Stupid.
I think you just gotta like I
just gotta pick the right person.
God, you know what I mean?
I did that, yeah.
But like they'll show up, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
How they want to show up.
Go to Vegas. Have a fucking blast. Set boundaries with men. And live, laugh, love. Las Vegas. Actually, eat, sleep, crack on.
Eat, sleep, crack on. Or
eat
Las Vegas.
Eat, no sleep, drink, crack on.
Just crack on. Yeah, I think that's going to be it for today's episode, guys. I feel like we haven't given you like this little reminder, but can you go ahead and follow us on Instagram or follow us on any of these platforms that you're listening? Leave us a review because we really need those.
Yes, please.
And just overall, thanks for listening. It's been good.
Yeah, hopefully you guys are enjoying the content, and we love hearing it from you guys because lately we have been getting a little more love personally from people, so we love that. So just keep on keeping on and let us know what you want to hear next.
Period. All right, we'll see you guys later. Bye.